So yes guys, in this session I am going to make you guys understand about table calculation in detail. That is the same questions, that is the same process which I have used in earlier session. The same thing we are going to use, but there is a change in question, that is there is a change in a requirement. Okay, try to understand this one. So now try to focus on this question, that is top category based on sales for each and every continent with respect to the each and every department. You have to display top category based on sales for each and every continent and for each and every department, such that each and every department is being the part of a continent one. Try to understand these questions. In our real world, that is in our project developments, we'll be getting the requirements in this way. Okay, there we have to use this particular topic called as table calculation. Okay, so you might be getting one idea after understanding this question, that we can do apply context filtering. Of course, even if it is like first time facing this question, you might be getting the same thing, even I get the same thing. But if you do apply context filtering, we are not going to expect or we are not going to get the expected results. Okay, it is very important. You have to understand when we should apply context filtering. Context filtering is what, guys? It is not an independent filtering, it is a dependent filtering, where the filtering is going to depend upon the prior filtering. That we have to put in your brain. It's very, very important. Okay, now even if you do apply that context filtering, we are not going to get the expected result. For this we have to go for table calculation. Okay, and we have to depend upon the pain, then only we are going to get the expected output. Okay, and the same, and we are going to use the same, we are going to apply the same process, the same methodology for this question. It is so simple. If you do understand this particular first question, this question also will be very simple. Okay, what is that? Top 2 items based on sales. Guys, here I round up profits. Why? Because in our data, profits are having what? Profits can be a negative value. If it is negative value, it is called as loss, right? If it is positive thing, we call that one as profit. So actually in our graph, if I do represent those profits in a histogram things, that will be like a very small bars. So that's why I am considering sales. But when you do practice, you just consider profit, so that you can feel very comfort, and you can boost your confidence. Okay, now top 2 items based on sales for each and every continent. That is very, very important. Okay, for each and every continent, if you do apply on continent, what is that? Filtering for top 2 items. On items, if you do apply filtering, that is based on sales, that is top 2, that is normal filter. Okay, then we are not going to get an expected results. Okay, we'll see that one. Even for this also, you have to apply the same concept which we are going to apply for the first question. Okay, them in detail. Okay, so let us see that question. What is our question? The same thing, top category in each and every continent with respect to the department. So first let me show that one by using the context filtering, or else let me go with the actual concept itself. Okay, so what is our question? For each and every continent with respect to the department, we want what? Categories, that is top category based on sales, right? And this is what our thing. So now what I am going to do here is, let me put this sales here. Okay, now the concept which I am going to apply here is, I want a top category in each and every department. In this department, which is the highest category? Honestly speaking, this one, tables. And in this office supplies of continent Africa, which is the highest category, which is having more sales. This is office supplies. I'm sorry, what is this? A category, storage and organization. So I want a top category from each and everything. So let me duplicate this particular sheet so that it will helpful for us to verify. Okay, now so what I am going to do here is the same concepts, guys. Okay, that is what? Pain concept, and I am going to use the rank also. That is also very, very important. Now let us go for this option. Why table calculation can be applied only on what? Measure elements, right? So let me click at add table calculation and just go here for rank, and here come for pane down. That guys, if you are not getting what is this pane down, all these things, then you have to brush once my session related to the table calculation, so that you can be comfort in it. Okay, now let me go for descending order. Let me go for dense. Why this dense rank means, if you are getting any doubt, then you have to brush once my earlier session, so that it will be very clear for you guys. Okay, now let me go and click apply. Just try to observe the screen, that is back to this small table calculation cells. Okay, here everything will be replaced with 1 and 2 3 4. Okay, that is the rankings. Okay, let me click apply. Just watch the screen carefully. Everything has been replaced with numeric values, that is 1 2 3 4. Let me click OK. Now what is our question? Top category based on sales for each and every continent with respect to the category, with respect to the department. So all this information was available with which option? With this option, that is sum of sales, which is available at marks shelf. So what I am going to do here is I am going to do filtering concept. Just put it here and just select only one. I want only one. I want only the top category. A particular department is not having a category, so I should not display them. That is my question. Or else if you put here as 0, that will display even the departments which are having no categories. Let it be as 1 only. Okay, try to understand this one. Now let me click apply. You can just observe here only the categories which are having the rank as 1 will be available now. Okay, now let me click apply. Observe the screen carefully, guys. Now okay, now just take these cells and put it at labels option of marks shelf. Okay, now we can just check it here. See, in furniture department, this is the top category in furniture department, and storage and organization is the top category based on sales for this office supplies department of Africa continent. Okay, if you are having any doubt, let us do cross verification, guys. Let me go for dashboard. Let me take this one and this sheet 2. Okay, now try to observe here. Okay, try to observe here. Now this is what if I do sort this one, if I do sort this particular thing. Okay, let it be, it is in sorting only. You can just check it here. In Africa continent, in furniture department, tables is the highest category. Okay, in sheet 1 we should have that one. You can just check it here. Tables was there, right? Tables was there, which value is 345160, right? You can just check it here. Even you can cross verify for all those things. In office supplies, which is the highest category with top sales, that is storage and organization. Now let us go for that one. You can just check it here. Storage and organization with 145694. Let us check even the value there. 145694. And in technology, what is that? Office missions. Let us check. In Africa continent, technology department, office missions is the category which is having top sales, right? Yes, office missions is the top sales, a category with top sales, 355370. Let us check that value. You can even cross verify all the values, guys. I have done cross verification. If you have doubts, you can do it. Okay, this is how we have to apply what? The rank concept to get the records according to the requirement. Okay, we are going to use pane, guys. That's very important. Only these things will be very difficult in our project development. Okay, and other things will be very easy. We can cope up with those things. Okay, now what I am doing here is, let me duplicate this sheet and let me show to you, is it possible for we guys to achieve this one by using what? By using what, guys? By using context filtering. First of all, what is context filtering? It is the dependent filtering which is going to depend upon the prior filterings, right? That is, if you are applying, that is, your last filtering is going to depend upon the prior filtering. Now let us do that one. Okay, first, if you are not getting what is this context filtering, then please brush once my sessions earlier, so that it will be very comfort for you guys. Let me click OK, apply, and then OK. And let me go for department. Okay, let me go for department. I am not applying any filtering here. Why? Because for each and every continent and for each and every department, I want the top category based on sales. That's why I am not applying any filtering here. Okay, and just go for the category, drag and drop the category here. Okay, and come to here top option, just select or select one by field thing and just take top one based on what? Sales. Okay, this is what context filtering. Now click OK, and now just drop this sales at column shelf. You can just check it here. We are getting the data which is irrelevant one. Okay, now to make this one as context, what we have to do? Add to context, right? And add to context. Yes, of course we have done add to context, add to context, everything has been done. But do we get the data here? No, we are not getting the expected output. This is what the context filtering, guys. You have to be very careful in this question. Okay, even if you go for any interview, they will be asking context filtering and all these related things. Okay, and let us see the other question that is also very important to us. What is that? For each and every continent, I want top 2 items based on sales, right? That is what our question, right? Next question, let me show to you. Let me put continent here and let me put items, okay, and let me put what? Sales. I am not taking profits, guys. You can just cross verify with profits. Okay, why? Because it is not that easier for me to make you guys understand this concept. Okay, now generally what we guys are going to do, we will select this one and filtering according to the general idea. We'll select this top option and we'll select by field and we take just top 2 sales, right? Apply and okay, you can just check it here. Okay, do we get relevant data here? No, honestly speaking, before this let me one second, let me duplicate this sheet. Okay, let me drag out this filter thing. Okay, now try to observe here one thing that is very, very important to us. Now, which is the top one? Global Troy. And what is the second one? That is Hewlett Packard CP1700, right? And is there any other category, sorry, other item in this Africa continent which is having more value than Hewlett thing? No, it is not having. And in Europe, you can just check it here. Okay, let me do one thing. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me apply what? Filtering for this Asia. Okay, now you can just check it here. In Asia, which is the, okay, let me go for Africa first. Okay, now in Africa, which is the item having more sales? That is Global Troy. Other one is the Hewlett Packard. Okay, now let us check here. One is what? Global Troy and other one is what? Hewlett Packard 1700. Do we get that one here? No, we didn't get that one. Why? Because our intimation to the Tableau desktop was in wrong way. It is in, it is not at all a well defined one. That's why we are not getting an expected output. This is what you have to understand. You have to understand the concept clearly. Okay, you have to do some analysis, then only you will understand the concept properly. So now let us do the same thing by using our paint concept. Okay, let me duplicate this thing. Okay, let me duplicate that one, and now guys let me take it out. Okay, now what is our question? Top 2 items based on sales for each and every continent. In each and every continent, I want top 2 items based on the sales, whatever it may be. In Africa, that can be X item and top item, and the second item is what? Y item. And in coming to the Asia, it can be like A item and B item. It depends. Okay, now let us apply the same concept here. Let me take the sales at labels option of mark shelf. Okay, and let me apply table calculation, same concept, nothing great in it. Okay, now let me go for paint down and let me take dense. Okay, click OK. These values are getting replaced with 1 and 2 rankings. Okay, now just do filter here. We want what? Top 2. Okay, top 2. Click OK. Okay, you can just check it here. Now let me put these cells here. Okay, now try to verify this question. What is this? In Africa, Global Troy executive leather lobe back tilter is one of the item which is having top sales. Other one is what? Hewlett Packard CP700 thing. Do we get that one as part of Africa? Of course we are having. And as part of Asia, which should be there? One is Polycom View Station, another one is Canon PC940 copier. Let us check it. Is there or not? Okay, let us apply context filtering to the Asia and let me check it. Okay, yes, of course we are having. We have done sorting here, guys. Okay, we have done sorting here. What is this value? Polycom View Station ISDN video conferencing unit with value as 162,799. Canon PC 9400. Okay, let us check it. Did we get the same thing? Of course we get. Okay, it's very very important, guys. You can do cross verification, it works. Okay, it works. Okay, this is what table calculation that will help us great in finding like top 2. I mean, if you want to get any specified dimension element based on a particular condition, then you have to go for all these concepts. These are very important. You have to understand the concept clearly so that you can rock in these things. Now let me go for a new concept. Let me go for a new concept which is called as sets. So what is a set? Set is a custom field which is containing subset of data. Okay, a set of data. Okay, based on what? Custom conditions. Here conditions means, guys, it's so simple. I mean, let me make you guys what is the condition. Here the condition is a filtering. Based on our filtering, a set is going to contain a set, that is subset of data, so that we are going to perform our operations, so that we are going to use that set which is containing custom field of data set. Okay, that is what a set. Okay, it is one of the powerful concept of our Tableau desktop. Okay, now let us see what is that set, in how many ways we can do create that one. It is very very important. Okay, a set means what, guys? Custom field containing subset of data with custom conditions. Conditions means, try to put one thing in your brain, that is filtering concepts. Okay, it is a filtering concept, guys. Okay, let me put the definition once again so that it will be very clear for you. Okay,